progress we have made in developing our prototype business model, a crucial milestone in bringing our vision one step closer to reality. As you know, every big idea starts with a small but critical question. Can this work? This will help us to answer. It's about validation that the idea can be turned into something real, something functional, and ultimately something valuable. Let me walk you through what we have accomplished so far.
Before indulging in our model or project, I would like to explain you what is a model prototype. A model prototype is a simple working version of an idea or concept. It is created to test, to demonstrate and improve a project before making the final product. In short, prototype is like the first step towards turning imagination into reality. It has a great significance in the field of science and technology. That because it helps us to understand how ideas would work in real life. For example, engineers design new machines. Before that, it is similar in all projects that are created in different fields. The main advantage to build a prototype is that it allows us to identify the problems at a very initial step. It saves time, effort and cost, improves creativity and problem-solving skills. In fact, most of the great inventions we see today started with small prototypes. They remind us how big achievements starts with small ideas tested in a very small way. In general, prototype is not about building model. It is all about exploring, experimenting, learning and moving closer to innovation. Now I would like my teammates to introduce our model or project.
Yes. The innovative idea which we have come across is automatic alarm in smartphones. So, we being a science student, not just a science students, everyone has this problem that whenever we are watching some videos in a mobile phone, we often feel lazy after an hour. We often sleep in the middle of the lectures. Yeah, I do have related to that problem. Whenever I see videos, after an hour I feel so lazy and I stop the videos and sleep. So, the problem to this solution is that we will provide a sensor in a smartphone, in the camera of the system or a mobile, and whenever we feel lazy, the camera will sense our lazy faces and it will give an alarm which will awake us and alert and boost us to continue our works and study. So, I would like to
The significance are as follows. First, it improves productivity, prevent unnecessary procrastination, helps students and professionals stay focused by reducing distraction and laziness. Second, it supports online learning and work. With more people staying or working online, this system can help maintain attention.
A very good afternoon to one and all present out here. Today I, Saurabh Datta, with my friend Paulson Baig and Sudeep Dhanwar are here to discuss about a new innovation which is the auto-regulating fan. The materials required are sensor which detects temperature, Intel computing motherboard, digital regulator, automatic digital regulator and the fan.
Now I am here to tell how the auto-regulating fan works. The auto-regulating fan uses temperature sensor and motion detector. The sensor detects room temperature, human presence, number of people, and the time of the day. All these are controlled by a microcontroller like Arduino. Benefits of auto-regulating fan: energy saving. It runs only as much as needed, reducing electricity usage. User's comfort automatically adapts on changing room temperature. Smart living. It is a step towards a smart home ecosystem.
The auto-regulating fan is not just an invention which will not only save electricity consumption but also environment. It is a vision of a smart, more efficient and comfortable future. It can become intelligent with the right innovation. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everyone present out here. Today our team and I is going to present on the topic light motion sensor. A motion sensor is a device that detects movement, and when combined with a light source, it is called a light motion sensor. The basic idea is very simple. whenever someone enters an area covered by a motion sensor, the light turns on automatically, and when no movement is detected, the light switches off. So basically, we are making this project for our classrooms and our home rooms. As we all know that sometimes we are just not careful about switching off the lights and fans of our rooms. So that's the basic idea for our project. And I'm using the PIR motion sensor. And PIR motion sensor, we are including an Arduino. We need a battery, we need a light source, and we need the need a great variety of things in this. We can make this project with simple objects also.
So most of these sensors was PIR technology, which means a passive infrared sensor. They work by detecting the heat or infrared radiation emitted by human bodies when the sensor detects motion. It sends a signal to the control circuit and the circuit immediately turns on the light. After some time, if no further motion is detected, the light turns off again. In this way, the system provides automatic lighting without the need to press a switch.
Now we explain the application of the light motion sensor. Light motion sensors are used in many different places in our daily life. For example, they are used in automatic street lighting in homes, lighting systems, in security alarms to detect intruders, and in offices, malls, and hospitals to save electricity. They are also used in smartphones and internet of things devices. These sensors are very useful because they save on energy, provide safety and convenience, and also help in reducing electricity bill.
Light motion sensors have many advantages. They provide automatic control of lights. They are energy efficient. They improve safety and security, and they are easy to install. However, there are also some limitations, and they play an important role in the development of smart homes and smart cities in the coming years. Thank you.
Today I would like to speak on the topic prototype, and then my friend Rishabh is going to explain on the prototype. Firstly, prototype is an early model or sample product that is created to test a concept or progress. It is not the final product, but it helps in understanding how the final version will look, feel, or function. In simple words, it's like a trial version of an idea, built to see if it actually works or not.
Very useful in many fields, such as engineering, product design, software development, and even medicine. They help designers and developers identify problems, get feedback, and improve their ideas before creating the final product. For example, when an engineer designs a new car, they first build a prototype to test its design, safety, and performance. If something goes wrong, they can fix it early, which saves both time and money. There are different types of prototypes. Some are very simple like sketch or cardboard models. Others are more advanced and may look like final product. In software development, prototypes are often clickable versions of apps or websites used for user testing. One of the most important benefits of a prototype is that it allows us to learn by doing instead of just planning everything on paper. We can actually test our ideas in real life and try to make it more perfect. Now, my friend Rishabh will explain us the prototype.
So basically, our project constitutes of a topic, thunder to power. So what do we mean by it? If I explain, the thunder, we know about the lightning rods. This is a lightning rod, and this is used for conducting electricity from the sky to the earth. And we also know that the lightning rod is further connected to the earthing, the neutral wire, and the light circuit. So the light circuit is blocked for some reason because the thunder is just too much energy controlled by the light wire. So we are basically developing such a prototype like
if we just we will provide some electricity, and after providing some electricity, we will just think that the electricity is from the thunder. And after we will do that, one thick earthing wire will go to the earth, for as we also know that the earth is a very good resistor. And the second earth wire will just the second neutral wire will contain a resistor, two resistors, and due to the two resistors, the heat will be produced and it will radiate out. After some time, after passing through it, one more wire will be connected to it, and it will just the electricity that was that fell here would broadly distribute to the earth, the resistors, and then it will be slowed down and finally circuited to some point like here. And after we do that, we will connect here a fuse which will even short down the live circuit or short circuit probability. And after passing through the fuse, we can directly connect it to the live wire which our house can use. So this thunder can be used as a power generating source, as we also know that every day almost 80,000 thunder happen all over the earth, and it also causes many casualties. So this is a very innovative project that would help everyone, and in other countries, even in India. So this means of can be solved.
Good evening to everyone present here. We and our group are here to discuss something about the farmers of India. The farmers of India face many kinds of difficulties for providing waters to the field and providing much of a better water supply to the field. And sometimes they may not be able to provide water at certain time when the soil is dry and they need some more water. So we have created some smart irrigation method in which there is a motor and there is a complete set of equipments that will be sensing water and executing water if the soil is dry or something else. And all this explanation will be done by making.
Our prototype senses the moisture of soil by moisture sensors, and if the moisture of the soil is less, it pumps out the water, and when the soil is filled with water or water level increases, it stops pumping water automatically. LCD screen is also attached to it, which will show that
we need some basic equipment like Arduino, which is a microcontroller, and a water pumping motor, which will pump out the water, and LCD display, which will display if the water is wet or dry, and jumper wires for connections, and the main thing, moisture sensor.
Every student should have their building in a prototype, should build a prototype. It doesn't have to be such a big expensive. We can make a small working model that can be the first step to start an innovation. Today small ideally lead to a big and a great opportunity to be a successful businessman tomorrow. Thank you.
My name is Siddharth Nala and my friend is Peter. Today we are going to give a short invention on smart helmet. Every year thousands of people in India loses their lives in life accidents. A major reason is that many riders do not wear the helmet and protects. Even though it is the simplest way to protect ourselves, we thought, what if there was a way to make sure the bike simply would not start where the riders was wearing a helmet. This is how our invention, the smart helmet for road safety, was born.
Our smart helmet is designed with a wireless sensor that communicates with the bike's ignition system. The engine will only start when the helmet is worn, ensuring rider safety. It also includes a GPS tracker and an emergency SMS feature that sends the rider's location to family members in case of an accident. This innovation can save thousands of lives, reduce accident fatalities, and encourage safe riding habits. Our aim is to make safety automatic, not optional. Thank you.